Hey guys, it's Trish from Trisha's Card Club, live from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Happy Monday night, everybody. One of my lights is not turned on. I'm going to go turn it on. That'll give people a couple seconds to find us and join in. Hey, Anne-Marie. Hey, Mary and Karen. Thanks for joining, you guys. I'm always grateful, as you know, especially Monday nights when it's football. Tonight should be a good game. It's the Kansas City Chiefs against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So Tom's not on the Buccaneers anymore, so I don't have a loyalty there. Yeah, we'll see who wins. Probably going to be the Chiefs. They're undefeated so far. Hey, Judy. Good to see you, girl. So I'm just going to spend another minute just giving people a chance to get on and do my little spiel. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I have a Facebook page and a YouTube channel called Trisha's Card Club. And you can shop with me 24/7 at trishan.stampinup.net. So if you see anything tonight you love, you can shop on it tonight when we're done. Hey, Peg. Good to see you, girl. Thanks for joining. So I have a bunch of things to go over tonight, and but I want to give everyone just a minute or two to get on. I'm trying to make sure that my all my technical stuff is set up. Okay, let's see. I'm going to start with the card. I have a beautiful card to share with you at the end, but I have a little bit of a funny story. So I'm going to leave this up just so that there's something for the camera to focus on. You guys know every time I show a card that I get from my friend Carol, I go on and on about how amazing she is, because she is. She's a mathematician. She should have been an engineer. She was a nurse, and I'm sure she was an incredible nurse. She has since retired, but she's a mathematician. Well, I had the privilege of being able to visit them this weekend. I spent last weekend at their house, Carol and her husband, Charlie, and she hooked me up. She gave me four, you guys, 1, 2, 3, 4 card ideas for the next 4 weeks of my videos. So shout out and a big thank you to Carol. It was a great weekend. I was blessed. It was the thrill of victory in the agony of defeat. I won our first round of dominoes and got crushed in our second game. So that was fun. It was really good food, great company. I got 100, almost 100 Christmas cards made, completely done. Now I just have to fill them out and mail them off. So hopefully I have your address. If I don't, message me with your address if you want a Christmas card. What else did we do this weekend? And she, like I said, she showed me 4 different designs. So I'm really excited. I know, Judy, I think you'd be so proud of me, but I couldn't send any pictures because then you'd see your card in advance. Judy always sends me pictures when she crafts, so I love it. So I wanted to do it, but I couldn't even give her a sneak peek. But it was a really good weekend. So I want to, Carol and Charlie will listen to this video tomorrow. So I want to just give another shout out because it was a really good weekend, except for the drive down, which was hellacious. The drive back was very smooth. So that worked out really, really good. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Sarah. Oh my God, this is so exciting. My sister-in-law and my niece are watching. That's fantastic. All right, well, I'll try not to let you guys down. Okay, I'm going to put my demographics away. I'm going to show you what Carol taught me, and then I'm going to show you how other people may teach it, just because you may not have one of the tools. So this right here is a very old tool that Stampin' Up! Sells. It's a scoring pal, the score pal. And Carol taught me how to make a card simplifying the measurements tremendously by using the score pal. But if you don't have this, I'm going to give you the measurements afterwards on how to do it if you just have a traditional cutter with the score thing. I'm not going to show you the card in advance because I want you to be surprised, but I'm gonna start. So you're going to take just a regular half piece of cardstock. So 8.5 by 11 cut in half is 5.5 by 8.5. And you're going to score that at 4 1/4. So that's your first score line. Then what you're going to do is you're going to score it at 3 inches. That's your second score line. Then you're going to move your 3 inches over to your 4 1/4, and you're going to score it at 3 inches again. Then you're going to move your one you just scored over to the 4 1/4, and you're going to score at 3 inches again. Now, do you see how easy that was? No math involved whatsoever. So I'm going to redo it just one more time so you can hear me say it and watch me do it. So you score at 4 1/4, which is a standard half a score line that you do on any card. Then you score at 3 inches. Then you move your 3-inch score line over to your 4 1/4, and you score at 3 again. And then you move it one more time, and you score at 3 again. And then you get all the score lines for the card. How amazing is that? Now I'll show you at the end, if you don't have the score pal, how to do it. I will put this aside. All righty. Now, next thing you want to do is take your scissors, and at that little mark here, you're just going to trim this down, like snip off a little corner. It just makes it easier when you're folding. So you're going to fold it like that. You're going to snip it off like that. And then you're going to do your folds. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So those are your score lines. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take, you're going to take this little tab right here, and probably you're going to want to do this with something like double-sided tape. So, and I don't have any on my desk, so I'm going to just do it with my regular glue, but you want to do it with double-sided tape just to make it last longer. So this is going to be, not only is this a card that you would send to somebody that's card worthy, this is mantle worthy. This is a card that you'll put on your mantle or your desk or your dresser, your dining room table. You'll put this somewhere because you're not going to want to get rid of it. Okay, so I just put some glue down that one tab, and I need to move it this direction. Sorry. So I just put the glue down that one tab. Then I'm going to fold it over just one time, and then I'm going to fold it again, and I'm going to press on it. And then you get a card that stands up like that. Isn't that the coolest thing? And you mail it by just folding it down, and it fits in a regular envelope. You guys, is this not the coolest thing? Now, I got so excited, I forgot to put my Designer Series paper on. So I'm going to do that now. Don't mind me. I am using the Designer Series paper. I forgot to tell you all my supplies that I'm using. I am using the Designer Series paper that's called Iconic Celebrations. It's a 6x6. It is an online exclusive, so you have to go online to order it. But let me get my Designer, and the Designer Series paper is cut to 1 inch wide by 5 1/4. Let me see where I put that. Okay, so I'm gonna flatten that and do this as my first one, like that. Normally, you could put your Designer Series paper on first, which I kind of should have done, but I got so excited about the fold that I forgot to do that part. So, you know me. Now, this is a 6x6 piece of paper, and it's enough to do the whole card. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put another piece in here. You don't need to do that because you don't really see that side, but I had the paper, so that's why I'm doing it. Does that make sense? So it's 1 inch by 5 1/4. That's why I should have put it on before I glued the tab down, because it would be easier. All right, so there's that. So there's I don't know how can I show it to you guys? Well, you'll see it when it's done. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to take a piece of the rest of that 6x6 DSP, and you're going to take a 2.5 piece by 5 1/4, and you'll take a coordinating piece of cardstock. That's going to be, I think it's 2.5. Yeah, 2.5. No, 2 3/4. Sorry, 2 3/4, because that's 2.5. So it's 1/4 inch by 10.5. And then you just score it in half. Does that make sense? So let me attach this to here, like that. Like that. And you're doing this, you guys, so that you have a place to write in here. And I obviously I need to put a white layer in there so you can write in there. But now we're going to put that there. When I went to Carol's and saw this card sitting on her counter, I was like, I have to learn how to make this card. It seemed so complicated to me. And look how easy it is. It's not complicated one iota. You saw how quickly I did it. I'm going to do it again in white at the end. So if you didn't catch it the first time, I'll do it again. But I thought it was so complicated, and it's not complicated at all. Now, the last thing I'm going to do is I used one of my dies, and I'm going to put this on here. So I have to make sure I'm gluing the right side. Putting that right there. When you do that, you just want to make sure that this piece right here doesn't go over this past this side. And that, you guys, is my card. So it's so cool. And then, of course, I put a white piece of paper in here and then I would stamp it. But you don't need to see me do that part. Is that not the funnest thing? Don't you just love this card? I love this card. I think it is so fun to get a card that comes in an envelope. You take it out of the envelope and it stands up. I think that it's so cool. So the original card that Carol got this from was from Simply Simple Stamping. She's a demonstrator that's been around for a really long time. She does beautiful work. But what Carol did was simplify how to do the score lines. So let me refresh and let me explain to you what I mean by that. If we were using the scoring buddy, I'm not sure what this is called, and I think we still carry this. If we don't, I apologize profusely. Karen, do we still carry this if you're still on? Or Miss Judy, do we still sell this? I don't remember. I did not look up, and I should have looked it up. Okay, so where is my, okay. So I'm just taking this because it's already scored, just to remind, just as a refresher. You scored at 4 1/4. That's just the regular standard. That's what you'd score for let me see if I do this, if you guys can see it a little bit better. Hold on one second. I'm just trying to adjust my lighting a little bit. I've lost my scoring. Sorry. Oh, there it is. I've had this for years and years and years, so I think that we still sell it. I'm pretty sure we do. So you're going to do it at 4 1/4 by 3. And then you would move it over. And you do 3, and you move it over, and you do 3. Literally no measuring. That is the beauty of it. I love it. Probably online, not in the catalog. Okay, thanks, Karen. If you don't have one, it's okay. We have a method, the madness of being able to do it without having the scoring pal. So you would take your cutter, and then you would take, where is my paper? You take your regular 8 1/2 by 11 piece of paper cut in half. You're going to score it at 4 1/4, like you normally do. Then you're going to move it to 3. Then you normally do. Then you have to move it to 1 3/4. So 1 3/4. And then you have to move it to 1/2, which is right here. So it's one of the reasons why I love what Carol can do, because she can figure out the math of it and make it so much easier. And that's when I saw the card, I was like, I could never make that card. And then Carol's like, oh, of course you can. So she's right. She showed me a really easy way. So you're just going to snip the last little piece that tucks in. You'll fold on your score lines. Let me stay in here. So you're going to fold in your score lines. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put your glue on your tab right here. So it's folded at the first fold. You'll put your glue on it. You'll fold it in half. And when you have the glue on there, it'll stand up. It'll be exactly how you want it to be, which is like this. So let me show you one more time. You put your glue on the tab like that. And like I said, you really don't want to use mono. You want to use maple double-sided tape, green glue, which is the white liquid glue. Fold it in half. And then that sets up to be exactly where you want it to be. Hey, Carol, thanks for joining. Good to see you. Thank you, Anne-Marie. I appreciate that. It's called the Simply Scored Scoring Tool. It's $37 and it is available. What would I do without you guys helping me? Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is so easy, and you get the cutest card. I love this card. I love it. This would be great for birthdays. It could be any occasion. I'm just doing Christmas because if you remember last week, I said for the next few weeks to get you ready for Christmas, sending of Christmas cards, I'm just going to do some Christmas-based cards. So that's what this one is. So a huge shout out to Carol again for showing me that technique. Again, I don't know what the card technique is called, and it's been around forever. This is not a new technique, but Carol saw it, and I wanted to give a credit to Simply Simple Stamping. That's where Carol watched the video, and then she just made it so much easier. It's called Tower Cards. Oh, thanks, Karen. Oh, see, you guys are really good. It's called Tower Cards. and it just folds flat, goes right into an envelope. And then when they get it and they open it, and they'll be impressed when it sits on their mantle or their table, coffee table, desk, I don't know, whatever, wherever they want to sit it. So that's that one. And then I wanted to show you, I did get a beautiful card this week from my friend Angela. Isn't that pretty? And she knows that I love black and white and a little pop of color. So this is like, speaks to my soul. It was so beautiful. So Angela makes beautiful cards. She does a really, really good job. And I love the technique, you guys, where you just cut off 1 inch off the card, and then you can use designer series paper. And that's just a really pretty way another way to finish off the card. So thank you for doing that, Angela. I appreciate that. And let me see, what else do I have to show you? I don't really have anything else to show. That was it. That was my big, I better leave that here, because if I don't leave that here, then we will not have that on my video at the end. And that becomes a frustration and a disaster. So I'll leave that there. You can't really see it, but oh well, I'll leave it like that. So that's it, you guys. Thank you, Judy. Thanks, you guys. And thanks to everyone that helped me with my lack of details. I'm glad that you love me just as I am, because gosh knows I need. So I have 3 more. The next 3 Monday nights, I have technique cards or fun fold cards. And then I have 1 card I'm going to put in there that's using the Shepherd stamp set from the current mini catalog. It's one of the cards that we did for my Christmas card class, and it's beautiful, and I want to share that with you. Hey, Mary Finn, I think I just saw you join. Thank you very much for coming, and I'm glad you liked the card. And Tracy and Sarah, I hope you're inspired to want to stamp someday and come visit me so we can stamp. And I think that's it, you guys. I really do. So around here, we make it and we mail it. So hopefully you'll have time to get a card or 2 in the mail this week. My November birthdays, for whoever sees this video, are going to be late. Because I do not have them in. They're made, but they're not addressed and stamped and out the door, so they're going to be late. I'm just giving you a forewarning. December, it'll be all about Christmas cards, getting those in the mail. So that will be my goal in December. Let's see, what else can I think of? I think that's it, you guys. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I'm forgetting something. And I'll remember it after I shut the video off, because that's kind of how my mind works. Oh, well. We would love to come and yay, good. Well, look at your schedule, people, and come visit and stamp. I would love to have you guys. Yeah, easy, great card. That's what I love about it, Peg. It's so easy, and it's so quick to put together, but it's got a really big bang for the buck. So that's what I love about it. Oh, Judy, thank you. See, again, Judy saves me. So starting tomorrow, Stampin' Up! Will be releasing a ton of new product online only. So if you're looking for some new product, there's some Valentines in there. There's some really pretty stamp sets. I'm trying to think of the name of the flower. There's a stamp set. There's a couple of stamp sets that are flowers that I love and that I'm really excited about. So thank you, Carol. I'm glad you enjoyed the card. So go tomorrow to trishen.stampinup.net and go to shop, and then go hibiscus. Thank you, Karen. It's a hibiscus flower. It's really pretty. It's flowers and dyes, and it'll be sold as a suite and individually. It's really pretty. So trishen.stampinup.net, and then just go on the left-hand side, click shop, and then click online exclusives. And that's how you get to see what's all new and coming out tomorrow. Just a reminder, if you haven't voted yet, tomorrow you need to vote. Most polls are open from 8 to 8 or 7 to 7, depending on where you live, but please do vote. Make a difference. And that's it. Make it, mail it, send it out this week. I know that I love you guys. I'm always so grateful that you come online with me on Monday nights. And when we hang up and get done this video, then you can rush to get your TVs on to watch the rest of Monday Night Football. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.